If you were looking for one measurement on how well your nervous system is handling life, it's heart rate variability. We call it HRV, and it is a fascinating science. It's become gold standard across many industries now, and how we're measuring your reserve capacity, how we're measuring your autonomic nervous system, and how it's responding to life. So we first need to really understand what heart rate variability is and also what your nervous system is doing in order for you to understand HRV. I put together this free guide. I want you guys to download it. There's tons of information that's on there, whether you are just discovering nervous system based chiropractic care and how the nervous system operates, or you've been a patient for a number of years in our office. Heart rate variability is so fascinating. The response that our nervous system is having to what's going on around us, inside of us, all the calculations it has to make every single second of every single day, from body positioning to breath and hunger and hormones and your immune response and temperature control and awake and sleep and learning. It is incredible. It is an incredible system. Our nervous system has two modes to it. It has got our gas pedal response mode and it has our brake pedal recover mode. And those two modes have to balance themselves out. So you've probably heard of it as sympathetic or fight or flight, or parasympathetic rest, heal, and digest. Those systems have to be equally strong with each other so that we don't fly off the handle at any moment of stress and the littlest inconvenience, nor can we be stuck in this lethargic, I'm always healing mode. That is reserved to be dominating at rest, at bedtime, while you're sleeping, while growth, healing, development, detoxification needs to occur. Our sympathetic nervous system dominance needs to occur when we're actually using our sympathetic nervous system. So maybe there is an argument you need to win, or a soccer game you need to play in, that there's a test you're going to take, or just social interaction where your sympathetic nervous system is going to keep you more upbeat, an exercise, a workout plan. Now we have to be able to recover from that. And the strength of those two systems are going to show how well your body's doing it. So we're going to get a score. We're going to get a score from right to left on how sympathetic or parasympathetic dominant we are. We're looking for balance. And we're also going to get a score as far as how much this stress has taken a toll on our nervous system. So we're also going to get a height measurement. So we'll get two scores on that. And those scores will put us in a zone. You'll find that in the guide, where zone 1 is more sympathetic fight or flight dominant, zone 2 is more parasympathetic and kind of lethargic dominant. It might be a little foggy brain. Your child probably can't focus well in that zone. Zone 3 and 4 are beneath threshold, and those are the sluggish ones. Those are the ones, even though you're sympathetic dominant, you're not responding well and you're not healing well. Parasympathetic dominant, beneath threshold, and zone 4 is a child that's definitely not picking up what you're laying down. They are having a hard time making it through the day, eating all the foods you want them to. They are going to be very irritable. It is a difficult spot to be, but it's a great place for us to be able to measure, to see the starting point. And that's the most important thing. It's not a bad score or a good score. It's a score to see where your nervous system is, where your child's nervous system is. How much has life's stress put on their system, and how are they able to recover? Because now we're going to have a better picture or a better window of this is the expectation of the length that's going to take. And then we're going to rescan that nervous system about every 12 visits. And that's usually about once a month, to see how is that nervous system responding. It needs time and it needs repetition to learn something new. And those neurological adjustments are helping clear up that brain-body communication so we aren't over-responding or under-responding to stress. So we aren't overhealing. And that might sound like, how could you overheal? Well, immune system that is always on is overhealing and usually creating more chaos and inflammation inside of the body than it's worth, or allergies or asthma or autoimmune conditions. So we need those two systems balanced. And the most beautiful thing is that it can. Your nervous system can learn something new. It wants to be efficient. It wants to be organized. It wants to self-heal. It wants to self-regulate. It wants to do its job well. And when it's put in a position that it can, it will. It does every single time. And then you start to see your child or yourself start responding better to everyday stressors, everyday activities, everyday life, to social interactions, to going to birthday parties, to being able to go to school or sit still at home school, to be able to connect with their peers, with you, to show you who they truly are. But when there's a layer of stress on top of the system, you're just in survival. You're not thriving. And it's a really tough place to be. I was there as well. That's what got me down this path of nervous system based care because I was just your ordinary chiropractor, just taking care of pain and helping with mobilization of joints. And it's so boring because there is something underneath the surface of our body that's telling us how to hold tone in our body, how to move our body. And that's the nervous system. And when the brain has a clear map of what's going on inside the body, it's going to make better choices. And that's how we see kids heal in our office. That's how we see adults heal. That's how we see patients get through their PTSD or their ADD or their ADHD or their anxiety or their depression or perhaps any other neurodivergent term that you can come up with. We see a nervous system under stress responding the best it can to its environment. And once again, it can change. So if you are been a patient for years, you're gonna love this HRV guide. It's gonna help you even understand things at a deeper level. If you've never understood nervous system care and you wanna start dabbling in it, download this guide so you can fully understand where the stress might have come from and how it's showing up today. And the most important thing is how they can heal. I'll talk to you guys soon.